tracks that sparked off a revolution.
This was the world's first intercity railway. This was about doing things like never before.
One man was determined to change the course of history.
Stephenson was a robust character. He was the man they needed to get the job done.
Construction of tracks across an impossible landscape.
Nobody thought you could build a railway on horseback. Why would you?
How could Stephenson overcome the countless obstacles in his way?
This was really some of the first large-scale engineering work that had been done since Roman times.
And a tragic death on the tracks whilst the world watches.
Suddenly, the railways were proven so designed to be the evil thing.
This is the hidden history of the modern railway line from Liverpool to Manchester. In this series, we explore some of the greatest railways in the world and the secrets surrounding them. From the ancient hills of Europe to the wastes of the Yukon Valley of North America, their dark and forgotten pasts have left their mark on history.
It's a treat. It sounds a treat.
On a regular jaunt to see Grandad's stuff at Anglesey's Tackler Tide Transport Museum, Keith's going to be answering questions and sharing the love. That's the whole point.
There isn't a bad angle. There isn't one single bad angle in that car. I think it's prettier than the D-Type, and that's a controversial thing to say, but the D-Type is a racing car and doesn't look like it on the road to me, and that is just a beautiful sports car. It cheers people up. I mean, I'm used to driving cars that sometimes people are envious of, but this just puts a smile on everybody's face. These are the trips we used to make with summer cars. We had a friend with a D-Type. It's rather sensuous, isn't it? Yeah. But that's what they wanted. They wanted a silvery shape, and that's what he gave them. I mean, this is far from the XK120 that it's based on, as you could get at the time, I imagine. It would have looked like a spaceship in 1953. This is Flag Blue, which was chosen by David Murray of Ecurie Costs in the very early 50s for his team. He built a team of older drivers, and they raced at Le Mans and Rouen, all the big races. And this was their colour, taken from the Scottish flag. Yeah, Flag Blue. What I have done is put a set of Blockley tyres on it, and the Blockley tyres are replicas of the tyres of the day, and they have an 80 section, whereas modern tyres are much lower profile. So it now sits as it should sit, and the tyres fill the wheel wells the way they should. And you know you've done a trip in this car at the end of a day, or half a day even. There's a great deal of comfort in the seats. And you are right on the floor of the car. It was never designed to be a particularly comfortable car. So you take a lot of the ride through your body. And that big steering wheel, the huge gauges. And what's nice is all of these gauges are manual and not electronic. Water temperature gauge. But you have to give it a tap now and again. Fuel gauge, I'm not too sure about yet.
He's tinkering.
Yeah, no, I'm smiling because it went first time and it's ticking over. When I got the car, it wasn't running, but I put that down to perhaps old fuel and some stale fuel in the carbs. So I got some aviation fuel from Carnarvon Airport, which is low lead, 100 octane. I thought this will wake it up. And check the compression, change the plugs, check the ignition, and just fired a lot of carb cleaner into the 6 chokes of these 3 Webers. And she fired up the tree.
After buying, Keith paid a visit to vendor Graham Holmes, who put so much time, engineering skill and passion into building the car.
I felt privileged that I was meeting Graham. Couldn't want to meet a nicer guy. I think he did an excellent job. I've seen some photographs of the build, and
He's taken it to a few places.
I know that he did know what he was doing. To drive at race speeds on circuits in Europe, you've got to trust your own handiwork, haven't you? Because I think it was right when he built it, and I think it should stay as it is. It's a replica of a car that was built 70 years ago. In fact, won Le Mans 70 years ago this year. And it itself is approaching 40 years old, so in its own right, it's a historic vehicle. No, I don't believe in messing about.
You cracked as a race driver, you?
I don't know about race driver. I don't know. I just like...
Ooh, yours and them geese.
The 50s nature of it. On the roads around here, you could feel that you are back in the 1950s, lying between the hedges. Most people don't want to open the hood, and they want a nice, quiet, comfortable experience from A to B. I think it's about getting from A to B. I think it represents an easier time, a time where life was a bit more simple than it is today. And of course it makes a lovely noise as well when it goes past. Yes, it's just this side of antisocial.
Guaranteed to get your motor running next here on Yesterday. Follow Classic Cars to Auction up in Yorkshire in Bangers and Cash.
Oh, where did you put that?
Sponsored by Visit the USA.
The batteries in that bag that we put in the locker.